picking up trash outside of his dorm building as a part of his work-study program, where he was contacted by Officer John Smiley of the Boulder Police Department in Boulder, Colorado.
I couldn't help but notice you just sitting on the patio out there.
What's that?
I couldn't help but notice you sitting on the patio behind this building.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's signs for no trespassing, private property,
here.
that kind of thing. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were doing, if you lived here or you worked here.
Yeah,
it looks like you're working, doing something, picking stuff up.
I work here.
Okay, gotcha. What's the actual address then?
3333 Arapahoe.
Okay, what unit are you in?
I don't think I have to actually tell you that.
Well, I'm just checking to make sure that you have a right to be here, that's all.
I just told you I lived here.
Okay.
And I told you that I'm working as well.
Okay.
So shouldn't that be enough for you?
Well, I gotta verify it, just so I know that you do in fact live here.
Are you kidding me? What do you need from me?
If you have an ID with your address on it, that'd be great.
Believe me, man.
Well, we've had some stuff going on in this area. I'm just doing my job, just making sure you belong here, and if you do, then great, and I'll be on my way.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have anything with your address on it?
Yo, look, man. Here, why don't you?
They stood on his own porch, weapon drawn, telling him he didn't belong there. You know, just like I know, this was never about trespassing. It was about teaching a young man a lesson because he dared to ask why. We all knew this was coming. The files are there. The truth is plain. But the elite protect their own. They don't want you to know how deep the rot goes. Zaid Atkinson was doing a work-study program, picking up trash outside his dorm with one of those long-handled grabber tools. A simple, humble act. Within minutes, he was surrounded by armed men, threatened with a taser, and told the tool in his hand was a deadly blunt object. The officer, John Smiley, rolled up not because there was a call, but because he saw a face he decided didn't fit. The moment Zaid turned and gestured toward the building address, Smiley treated that natural movement as reasonable suspicion. That's the game they play.
Follow me and I'll leave the building, dude.
According to the police report, this is the point in the interaction where Officer Smiley officially detains Mr. Atkinson. Until this moment, the interaction between Officer Smiley and Mr. Atkinson was considered consensual. It is important to note that Officer Smiley never stated why he believed Mr. Atkinson may have been trespassing. Nowhere in his police report does Officer Smiley relay any information which would suggest that Mr. Atkinson did not belong on the property. The independent internal review of the interaction, conducted by Special Counsel Bob Troyer and two Bluestone Investigative and Risk Solutions representatives, concluded that Officer Smiley based his reasonable suspicion primarily on the facts that Mr. Atkinson had no ID with his address on it, and that Mr. Atkinson turned and looked toward the address on the front of the dormitory when he told Officer Smiley his address. The report went on to note that Mr. Atkinson did not read the address, but rather he gestured toward it demonstratively, and even if he did read it, that would not have constituted reasonable suspicion when the totality of circumstances are considered.
Just chill out, man.
Dude, this is ridiculous.
I'm just asking you if you have something with your address on it, then that would help me.
No, I don't. How am I supposed to have...
They manufacture a threat, and then they punish you for reacting to the threat they created. The Bodycam footage is sickening. You hear Smiley screaming to sit down, to drop the weapon, while Zaid pleads, "I'm picking up trash on my property." The fear in that young man's voice is the emotional wound we need to sit with. It's the sound of innocence being crushed under the boot of a
hand as a blunt object to the responding officers en route. This is an important detail because Officer Smiley is the only officer on the scene, and the other officers on their way can only gauge the situation they are responding to based on the information relayed by Smiley. By describing the trash grabber as a blunt object, Officer Smiley is implying that Mr. Atkinson is weaponizing the grabber However, given the ambiguous nature of the radio chatter and the context of his earlier calls for backup, the responding officers could easily assume that they are entering into a dangerous or violent situation, but Mr. Atkinson has shown no signs of aggression toward the officer, and the blunt object in Mr. Atkinson's hand is hardly a threat to anyone's safety.
I'm just gonna follow until my cover gets here. Have a seat.
I'm not sitting.
Sit down.
I'm not sitting anywhere.
Sit down. Now.
Why?
Now. Do it now.
Why? Why?
I'm detaining you to investigate.
For what? For
Investigated
what?
trespass.
I live here. You saw
You haven't
I'm a
confirmed that.
student.
Sit down.
I'm a student.
Sit down and I'll
I'm not
confirm it.
sitting anywhere.
Sit down now.
No.
Sit down.
No, I'm not sitting down.
Then you're probably gonna get tased in a second.
Why?
Because you have a weapon. Put that
I
down.
have a weapon.
Put it down and comply with my orders.
That's not what you're doing, officer.
Do
You
it.
better think, because dude, I could get lawyers, and you have a
You-
camera on you.
It's filming right now.
You're an idiot.
Have a
Why
seat,
would you
please.
think that you could tase me? I'm freaking picking up trash on my property,
I need to confirm
which
it.
is where I live.
There's a sign.
I'm not doing any.
That hates accountability. But here is where the story flips into a territory the mainstream media refuses to touch. The unlikely hero who rose from this mess wasn't a politician or a preacher. It was the Boulder Police Department supervisors who arrived on the scene. I know it sounds shocking to praise any institution right now, but bear with me. When the backup officers came, they didn't form a wall of silence. They saw a fellow officer, John Smiley, lying on the radio, calling a plastic trash picker a blunt object to justify drawing his firearm. They saw Smiley demanding a date of birth he had no legal right to, even after confirming Zaid lived there. They realized the only true trespasser was the man with the badge. The commanding sergeant on scene didn't justify the mob mentality. He walked up, saw the absurdity of a standoff over a trash picker, and gave a direct order for Smiley to stand down and return the ID. He treated the victim like a human being. These officers broke the code of silence, and for that, in the files of justice, they are silenced heroes, whether they know it or not.
Thing illegal, and you're not gonna fucking tase me, officer. So
Sit
how do
down.
you think about that?
Sit down.
How do you feel about that, sir?
Sit
How
down
do you feel about
now.
that, sir? And get your freaking lieutenant here. All
They're
right?
on the way.
Yeah, good. Jackass.
Sit down now. I'm giving you another order to sit down.
I'm not doing anything wrong, and you're filming, and you know it. All right? And you're filming, so you know I didn't do anything wrong. So you can't tase
290,
me,
we're now
you won't
behind.
tase me, and we're gonna wait for the
2333
lieutenant,
Folsom.
and you're gonna
Subject
get
still failing to
some, you're gonna
comply.
get some sir. Not
Sit
me.
down, sir.
No, I'm not sitting anywhere. You're not in control here. This is my property. I live here, not you.
Sit
Not
down
you.
so I can
live here.
continue
I
my
feel
investigation.
unsafe because you just
Sit down.
threatened to tase me.
Sit down.
I feel unsafe. No, point the camera here.
You
I'm
have a
on the
dangerous
seat.
object in your hand
I
and you're
have a
failing to put it
dangerous
down.
object. I'm picking up trash.
Put it down.
You're
You're being
shoot me.
detained.
Your hand is on your weapon, and you're gonna shoot me. That's what you're gonna do, officer.
290, we're
You're
still
gonna
behind
shoot a resident on his
2333 Folsom.
property for
Subject
picking up
is failing to
trash.
comply.
That's what you're gonna do, officer.
Sit down, sir.
Why don't you use your brain?
I asked you several times.
Use your intelligence. Are you gonna kill me?
Several times I've asked
Your hand
you.
is on your weapon.
Yes,
I feel
it is.
threatened. That's
I
a
threatened
gun.
because you're not
That's a
putting that
gun.
down. Yes, it is.
I'm picking up trash.
Put it down. I
I'm
told you
picking
many
up
times to
trash,
put it down.
And you're holding a gun.
Put it down.
And you're holding a gun.
Sir, put it down.
And you're holding a gun. How do you feel?
Put it down,
How do you
sir.
feel, officer? How do you feel? You're
Put
holding
it down.
a gun. How do you
This brings us to the hard documentation, the real names, and the documented events that build the case. The city of Boulder commissioned an independent review by former U.S. Attorney Bob Troyer. The findings were brutal, but you won't hear them on the evening news. The report concluded Officer Smiley had zero reasonable suspicion to detain Zaid Atkinson. Zero. The report stated that looking at an address is not a crime, and refusing to give a date of birth is not obstruction. Colorado law, specifically revised statute 163103, only requires a name and address, not a birthday. Smiley weaponized his ignorance of the law against an innocent student. The report shatters the thin blue line myth, proving that Smiley's misunderstanding of his own power escalated a quiet trash run into a terrifying armed ambush.
Colorado Revised Statute 16-3-103 only grants officers the authority to acquire a suspect's name, address, and an explanation of their actions, not their date of birth. According to the statute, suspects only have to produce an ID if it is readily available. The independent report went on to declare that Mr. Atkinson was not committing the crime of obstructing a police officer by refusing to surrender his date of birth, and that Officer Smiley's misunderstanding of reasonable suspicion and what it allowed him to do prolonged the incident and was the cause of Mr. Atkinson's anger and frustration.
I'm not doing anything wrong, and you're not going to arrest me, you're not going to do anything, because I live here, and I didn't do anything wrong.
Last chance, sir.
Well, what?
Have a seat.
Well, what? Well, what?
Sit
You're
down.
gonna arrest a
Right now I'm
person? You're
detaining
gonna
you
arrest
and
someone?
investigating you
You're
for a
gonna arrest-
trespass.
I live here, dumb.
Sit down. Sit down.
No.
290.
That's what you are. You're a
Have a
idiot.
seat, please.
You're gonna tase me outside of my residence? I hope that
Drop
thing's
that.
on.
Put that down.
I hope the camera's on, sir.
Put that
I
down.
really do. No, I'm working.
You need
I
to
live
listen to
here.
what I'm telling you
have
to do
my
right now.
address. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything
290,
illegal.
we're on
I
the
haven't done anything
east
wrong,
side of
so I'm not gonna
2333
listen to you.
Folsom.
I don't
Subject's
know you.
failing to comply,
You're actually
not
on my
sitting down,
property,
and he
and I
has
feel
some
unsafe.
kind of a blunt object in his hand.
Here, Officer Smiley refers to the trash grabber in Mr. Atkinson's hand.
We all knew this was the truth, because the system breeds this arrogance. They rely on us not reading the statutes. So what was the aftermath? Justice? Or the demonic ritual of a cover-up? Officer Smiley, the man who held an innocent student at gunpoint for 7 agonizing minutes, didn't get dragged out in cuffs. He was allowed to resign. And here is the slap in the face they don't want you to know. Under a negotiated agreement, he walked away with a $69,000 salary payout.
A total of 9 officers arrived. They did not all arrive at the same time, and not all stayed until the incident's conclusion. But for most of the 13-minute period from the first cover officer's arrival until the scene was cleared, there were 8 officers, including Officer Smiley, on the scene and visible to Mr. Atkinson, surrounding him on 3 sides. The independent report notes that one reason so many officers responded was because Officer Smiley told dispatch that, quote, the citizen was still not complying and had a blunt object in his hand.
What do you mean? This is my property.
290, we're
this is my
still
house. I
giving him
live
verbal
here.
commands, trying to get him to comply. Sit down and drop that object.
I don't have to do
Sit
anything.
down and drop it.
I'm on duty doing my work and my job, and this officer comes over here.
Drop the object.
Just relax. Are you serious? Just relax. No, video. Look at them. No, I'm not doing anything.
Have a seat. Drop it.
I'm not
Drop
live
it.
here. Sit down and we'll
Drop it.
Why do you all 4 of them look, dude? All 4.
The police are telling you to do something. Do it.
You have a gun in your hand.
Yes, I do, because you're not listening.
You have a gun
You
in
have
your
a weapon.
hand. I don't have a
Drop
weapon.
the weapon. Drop it.
I don't have a weapon.
Drop it now.
Focus on me. What are you doing? Focus no, what do you mean? Focus
Drop
on
it
you. There's
now.
6 of you.
Just drop it.
Really? This is my property.
We're not going anywhere. You need to drop it. I haven't confirmed that yet. I told you I'm investigating a trespass. You didn't give me your address.
2333. I live in room 304.
That's the first time.
And
Have a
all of
seat.
you are threatening me on my property. I live here.
Hey, listen.
I'm a resident
The first thing
of
you need
this
to drop
property.
that
I'm
item.
picking up garbage from my dorm. I go to school here.
Drop it. Just
I go
drop
to
it and
school
sit.
Here. Okay, just talk. Don't tell me what to do. You guys don't have a god right to be doing this to me.
Sit down
I'm a
and drop
citizen
it.
of this country.
Sit
I
down.
pay my taxes. I am a student, and all of you have weapons drawn, and I
Sit
feel
down.
threatened.
Sit down and drop that
No!
object.
I will not sit down. I refuse to sit down until you guys put your weapons away.
All right, watch this. Watch
Put your god weapons away. Right there. Can we talk? Put your gun away.
Zaid Atkinson had to fight a legal battle just to clear his name. Smiley got a fat check for traumatizing a kid. This is the everything makes sense now moment. It connects to a larger cultural rot where the guardians are paid off to go away while the victims are left with scars. It's not just one bad apple, it's an orchard that harvests taxpayer dollars to reward failure.
Have a
Put
seat.
your gun away.
Have a seat.
Put your gun away, and I will
I'm not
talk
putting
to
my
you.
gun away.
Then I'm not doing a goddamn thing.
Back up
you
and have a
came onto
seat.
my property with your weapons drawn, threatening me.
Have a seat,
at the
sir.
place that I sleep.
Back up.
How do you feel about that?
Back up.
How do you feel about
Back
that?
up and sit down, please.
Tell me what to do. What, you're gonna shoot me?
No one's gonna shoot.
Or you're gonna tase me and arrest me and beat the shit out of me like every other? Don't tell me what to do. Get off my property. Get off my property.
I'm asking you your name.
Get off my property.
I'm Officer Parker.
Great.
You want to tell me your name?
Why should I have to?
Because then we can have an adult conversation.
An adult conversation now.
Yeah.
You want to have an adult conversation after your deputy pulled his gun on me.
I do want to talk to you. Yes.
Really?
That's
You
correct.
got it all on camera.
Yep, I do want to talk to you.
So how do you feel about that, sir?
Well, why don't you tell me your name and then we'll have a conversation.
Just talk to my partner.
I really don't think that that is okay with me.
Okay.
I don't feel like having how many strangers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Correct.
8 officers of the law with guns drawn. With guns drawn.
Of all of the officers present at any point during this interaction, Officer Smiley was the only one to keep his firearm unholstered. Officer Smiley was holding his handgun for 7 minutes of the 20-minute interaction. Among the other officers present, one had an orange, less than lethal beanbag shotgun slung over his shoulder for approximately 12 minutes, one had his handgun unholstered for less than 1 minute, and one had his taser unholstered for approximately 2 minutes. No other weapons of.
The elite circle the wagons, blackball anyone who speaks out, and mock the concept of simple justice.
Any type were unholstered. No officer pointed any weapon of any type at Mr. Atkinson at any time during the interaction. Mr. Atkinson and a Naropa University student filming the standoff on his cell phone from inside the dormitory both stated that multiple officers were pointing guns at Mr. Atkinson. According to the report, all of the video evidence, including that student's, demonstrate that this was false.
Picking up trash for my job. He will refuse to put his weapon away. He refuses to put his weapon away, which is the first thing I asked for. And you want my name.
Yep, I'm Officer Parker.
And you have weapons drawn. You guys look like you're ready to go.
I got empty here.
You're ready to go, right?
But you won't
Just
tell
talk
me
to
your
him.
I'm not. Why? Why I gotta talk to him? Because you can't handle.
Well, you don't seem to want to talk to me.
Dude, you called the whole cavalry.
You're not
For what?
listening.
For what?
You're not listening.
name. Favor, just don't get any closer, okay? Can I step in and talk to you?
For what?
Here we can see a responding officer opening the building door to speak to two residents who confirmed that Mr. Atkinson lives at the building. The officer then begins to employ de-escalation techniques in an attempt to defuse the situation.
Weapons drawn. Put your
You need to
gun
put
away,
that down.
jackass.
I'm not putting my
Are you
gun
gonna
away.
shoot me? There's cameras everywhere, dude. Are you gonna shoot me?
My plan is not to
Dude,
shoot you.
You said this is a weapon.
It can be used as a
Do you
weapon,
feel like this
yes.
is threatening? Yeah.
Can you put it away? Can you just drop it on the ground? I'll put my gun down.
You're on my property. No, set it down.
If you put that down, I'll put my gun away.
Why?
I told you why, because it can be used as a weapon.
Used as a weapon.
Right.
Here, Jack.
We see it in Hollywood, we see it in DC, and we saw it that night in Boulder. But the emotion we are left with isn't fear. It's righteous, holy anger. And the story doesn't wrap up neatly with a bow. There is no resolution. A student was made to fear for his life because he picked up litter. A cop lied about a weapon, got paid to leave, and the institution acted like that's normal. So I have to ask you directly, because our community needs to hear your voice loud enough to crash the algorithm. If a uniformed man can point a gun at you on your own doorstep, lie about the threat, and get a golden parachute, what does that say about who actually owns the streets you live on? Tell me in the comments why you think men like John Smiley are still walking free with our money in their pockets. I need to know your thoughts, because the battle for decency isn't a conspiracy. It's a war playing out in our neighborhoods. Let them hear your outrage. And remember, spiritual staying awake means never looking away.